What's up? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my brothers.
That's right.
Yeah. See, we forgot. We already forgot. It's New Year's. It is. Forgot.
I can't believe it. What are we 10 now? 10 days into January, I think.
What's today's date? Yeah. Oh, snap.
10 days.
Holy free holies.
Already.
Yeah, that was quick as hell, bro.
Fast.
I wasn't expecting that shit.
Yeah, of course.
Godly. Oh, yeah. This is bananas. We already what? This is year 3 for us?
Yeah.
Kind of. We started in a weird time. When we first started, we started in October of that year. We could look it up, of course.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of.
So 2.5. 2.25?
Yeah, I think we're going on. Yeah, we're probably getting close to 3 now.
Yep. And what was it again? We're a couple of episodes shy of our 100th episode.
I believe it's 6 right now.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Very cool stuff.
100.
Looking forward to it.
100. We're going to get her done.
Yeah.
Get her done.
So.
All right.
Anyway.
So talk to us, bro.
Topic. So I thought we would do something where who we follow, if there's anybody that we kind of pay attention to when we're on social media. You know, for me, I always see this young lady and she's always on. Her name is Bailyn Dupree, right? She has Tourette syndrome and her videos are hysterical.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
Of course, she has an illness. She has Tourette's, and it's not a funny thing, but because of how comfortable she is with it, you see that, and that's what makes it funny. In other words, you're not really poking fun at her.
Right,
you're laughing with her rather than at her. Right. It's weird. She's also a pretty young lady. Boyfriend. Now she's got a show. All of a sudden, all this.
Yeah. She's
going to show on TLC that's coming up.
Yeah, I got to watch it. I want to see it.
So I just thought it was great because when you watch her videos, she says the most outrageous things, and it just pops in her head and it's just, you can't help but like, this is funny.
So now that when she says the most outrageous things, is it that she's doing a video?
No. She's being like, it depends on how she feels. I've seen a couple where she was good, and I've seen videos where she was, just explaining something or trying to do something, and then
the Tourette kicks in,
and then it would kick in, and then she would just have whatever kind of I don't know what it's called, or tics.
Right. It's tick.
Right, the tics just kick in, and they're verbal, they're also physical, but she's a trooper, I think, because she takes it on. For me, what I'm looking at is she takes it on head on.
Yeah, she's
not. I'm sure she has her hard days, the ones that, but she seems to be getting, she has control of it when she used to.
Okay,
I guess.
yeah.
The way and because that's only fair, right? I mean, you're not going to always have a good day, and I can imagine having something like that and feeling a certain way with having something like that.
Right.
Maybe those days aren't so great. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, remember back in the day, a bunch of years in the 80s, there was a young lady, stand-up comedian. She was on Facts of Life. And she had MS, and she had the muscles would cramp up. And
yes, I remember that.
And she was hilarious, bro. She was funny as hell. And she used to do a little bit of her little stand-up skit stuff on the show. They let her do it, and she went all over. She was on tour all over the place. So just you commend people for
Yeah, because it takes a lot of even if that wasn't. I don't know if that was her way or just she was just being natural and this is how she dealt with it regardless, and she was just being who she was, and if that's the case, even better. It's like, oh my God,
Well, you remember when I was still doing my TikTok back in the day? I had that one friend that was on TikTok that did that he had the Tourette's and he would talk about.
Yes,
remember?
As a matter of fact, yes,
Ireland,
I do.
Irish guy, right?
Yes, I remember, and I told Tanya the other night about that because
I'm even friends with him on Facebook too.
Right.
We talk from time to time, but
now in his case, right? In his case, he had a very we kind of know his background, what happened to him when he was younger, all these horrible things, right?
He said it was trauma induced,
right?
Really,
he had trauma, like childhood trauma, and like in his 20s, he had childhood trauma when he was young,
right?
But somehow in his 20s. He it was affecting him more, and he got like Tourette's.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because Tanya said to me, "Well, do you think it's you think it's just because that's who she is, or her biology?" And I'm like, possibly, but I said, but don't forget, I know a guy that, and I mentioned the gentleman you did, a everything. And I said, but that was more because there was trauma involved.
Yeah.
So I guess it could happen either way, which is interesting. I didn't know that. So I guess you get Tourette's, but do you think there's ever an underlying thing, or you think it's just what it is and you just kind of you deal with it?
Well, there's different kinds of Tourette's. So, you just have just a non.
Some people just have a tick.
Some
people just have a physical tick.
Right.
They just move and everything.
People,
I knew someone like that.
The heavy eye blinking, Other ones, like I knew this one kid, and he used to have like his neck twitch, and like he would turn his face like if he was licking his shoulder on his sleeve and stuff. And then you see the classic.
You know who has Tourette's?
No,
Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, she had an interview with.
I heard that. I don't know what it was.
With on NBC late night.
Kimmel.
No,
that's right. I remember her saying that. I remember that too. Yeah. I just that came.
And he was interviewing her, and who else was on there before everybody? Before he
Letterman.
Yes, Letterman. Mm-hmm. He was interviewing her. Thank you. I don't remember that. Oh my God, that's horrible. And she had one while he was interviewing. And he said, "Are you all right?" She goes, "Oh no, I was just having one of my, I just had a tick."
One of my tick.
Oh really? Is that what it was? I said, "Do you want to?" Like he was really cool about it. And she was very open about it. And she told it. She goes, "No." She said, "Some people thought I was being funny when I did it when they first, my friends." So it's interesting how some people have it.
Right.
We have more people have it than you think.
Yeah, because we never think about what we have, what we each have as a
what's
tick,
going on.
Right. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what mine is.
Also, like I said, how we were talking about some of those like nonverbal tics, like some people don't even consider that, didn't know that was Tourette's.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or I remember I had a friend growing up, his parents, the mom always
did that.
She was a hard
heavy blink. Yeah.
It's Tourette's, but that's not like,
yes.
That's like a very mild.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And what did you say this young lady's name was? I'm sorry.
Balin Dupree.
Balin. So that then you've never seen anything that she said that why it is, how she.
I think now we're going to learn in the TLC special because really she was just doing videos. Like she would talk about stuff too, what she didn't like, or now she just got a dog, so she loves this thing. It makes her feel it's helping her with what's going on.
Yeah,
seems like
support pet.
The show happened, which is great. So that's the other thing too. It shows that we are capable, even though it's on TV, and I get it. They're gonna do whatever they. But we're getting to that point where we're okay. People need to see this,
right?
And see what it's like. And obviously, they're going to bleep the hell out of her. Sometimes she doesn't, but when she goes off on a rant, man, it's me. And some of the things she says, little baby wieners. Little baby wieners.
That's freaking hilarious, bro.
I'm dying. I love her. I think she's amazing. And to have that kind of just go and be who you are and fight through it and do whatever you're doing.
But that's the thing. I think that's what a lot of social
people
media
need to see that.
Yeah,
so it's good that it's on TV.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. That I think a lot of people in social media they do these things to bring shit to light.
Makes us be a little more judgmental. I think,
and more awareness.
Right,
exactly.
If you didn't know what Tourette's was,
there's a dose for you.
But like if you ran into someone, you might be like, you'd be caught off guard, maybe get a little scared, like is this person, violent, like you don't know, you know what I mean? Because, but then when if the awareness is out there just by existing and having a channel, helps.
I had something like that happen to me when I was a kid. I was on 18th Avenue. I was walking across the street from the corner on 65th, where Berta's is on that block, going towards the Walker Theater. Right. All right. I was crossing, and this woman grabbed me. Young woman. I was old. I was I was a teenager. She was older than me, but like in her 20s or something. Grabbed me, and she was deaf, and she was like, and she scared the living shit out of me. I took off. I was gone. I was out. I was like, it took me by surprise. I didn't know until later on when I thought about it and figured it out. And especially, it was funny how you think about these things. He brought that up. So, but that's how I reacted, which is again good that.
But that's good that there's more awareness about it, so people can go, "Oh,
absolutely."
Or someone's like having a lot of tics or something like that. People go, "Oh, it's Tourette's."
Right?
Because you know what the thing is that the stigma with any kind of mental disability or disability is like danger, like they're violent. Maybe they're violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it.
Yeah. I don't want to get no. I mean, like maybe they're violent. Well,
back in the day,
afraid that everybody's afraid if someone has some kind of
you have to be
mental
careful.
illness or like some kind of neurological disorder, like
They're a little different. They speak
people are
differently. They act differently.
People hear them and they think, oh,
Yes.
maybe the person's freaking out and they're gonna go punch someone. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
but
also
that's not the
possible.
case,
It depends.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But how did you come across her?
I have her.
Is it
She's
a
on our
funny-
Instagram. We follow her on Instagram.
Oh,
So
that's
she's
right,
on
you did tell me
Instagram.
that.
She's also on Facebook. She's on YouTube. All right. She's got a load of followers, millions. And she's funny. And I like the fact that she just accepts it in a sense, which I'm sure on the other hand, she has, like I said earlier, has her days like we all do, and that's just going to happen regardless. That's just part of the whole cycle, man, in order to get better in life, I guess, right? As we go on.
Doubt, definitely.
You know, we all have our shit, you know, actually maybe you don't have Tourette's, but you have something else going on, like OCD, ADHD.
Right.
Those things are not real. Yeah. I
OCD
have,
all day. No,
Yeah.
it's not stuff. But you're right. It's
ADHD
it's
right there.
Yeah, ADHD right there. We know yours. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no. I'm just seeing.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's good that, like Tom was saying, to get it out, people see it. It's on TLC, which is it's a family channel too, man. So it's kind of in a sense a learning channel where people can go and see and understand what's going on.
Well, TLC,
but remember when you first,
normalize.
right? But remember when you first heard about it, when you saw it or you heard about it, you were like, "This is bullshit. It's ridiculous," right? Because you didn't think that could. But then as you started to see, it wasn't just one person or whatever it was. It's not that you thought it was bullshit. It just you never seen anything like that before. It just blew your mind when you didn't.
Well, TLC, they do a lot of it. I mean, they have the 7 Little Johnstons. That's about the little people. It's the whole family. And whatnot.
right.
I gotta watch this season. I like that show. They're funny, bro. They're awesome. They're a great family. I love them. I never follow them on social media, but you know, the TLC's I think is a good station for that. That would be
And I'm interested to see what it is. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna watch them for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see because I think she's got her boyfriend in with her mom, her dog. You know, you see her in real life of what's going on. You know.
Now, do you generally follow those kind of things?
I follow a lot of different genres on our Instagram. Anything from science to who's that gentleman that does the thing about he goes in this Bible. He's got the tattoos on his neck. I can't remember his name. I can look him up. But he does all the religious stuff and say, you know, does this really mean this? When
you're talking about the guy with the
blonde hair,
shaved eyebrow.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
No, I think he doesn't have shaved eyebrows.
No, it's just blonde, man.
blonde, yeah.
Corpse or
It's
no? What the some weird.
It's
name
crazy,
like
but
You sent it to me
we
one
follow
time,
stuff like that. We follow stuff. We follow.
Well, I'm talking about you personally. Like, what do you like to see?
You probably follow him too. I mean,
Oh, I'm sure he's definitely. Whatever's on our Instagram is a good possibility that I'm already following, or it came from me and I put it on Instagram, or vice versa.
Morgue, right? Something morgue or something.
Yeah, it's great. He's funny. This guy. He's he just and he talks about these different books and because they translate it. You know, it's so great. So we have that, and then we have Buddha sayings. We have a couple of rabbis that we follow. One teaches you what you didn't learn in Hebrew school. This one guy, he's a rabbi. He's Orthodox, not Hasidim. And then we have another a rabbi that we follow. I apologize, I don't know their names. I can look it up when we're done. What do you call it? He's like a psychologist or a doctor, or a therapist of some sort, and he has this knowledge about children and how you should be and all this other stuff. Some of it's very interesting. It's very good. And of course, you know, because they believe in certain things, you know, as far as God is concerned or whatever, you know, that's in there. But it's not in a. It's just it's very nonchalant talk.
Right,
it's not right.
Yeah,
it's like because but he's very good. They're very. It's interesting stuff. So I try to always put on things that just different things. Comics. We have Superman stuff. We have the Avengers. You know, anything that's from that. Or Laverne and Shirley the other day we had on that video with them doing the contest.
Did you see the video, bro? Yeah, the
Star Wars. We have we have a lot of Star Trek.
Yeah.
We have a lot of space exploration on ours as well.
I love some of those Star Wars channels. You know why? Because I'm such a geek.
Yeah,
so I love all that shit. But
I love how like this one guy, he dives into the books and then they do some illustrations and talks about some of the stories. Like there's like Invader or whatever, and there's like the whole thing where it's like what Vader's thoughts were during this has a different take on it. It's pretty cool. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's freaking great.
I love it. We have Star Trek. We have anything that's space exploration or planets. We have these two young ladies. One's a neuroscience, and the other one is she does all the planets. She tells you, and on this day, such and such is going to happen. She's all excited about it. So I think I throw a very good mix of everything. Music sometimes, some heartfelt stuff too. When you watch it, puppies are on there. Dogs are on there for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we share puppies for sure.
You guys are funny.
Yeah. Listen, man, I think it just shows how it's not just one or two things that we like.
Right.
We like a lot of different things, and we're interested in it, and it's always got some kind of appeal because it's like, wow, that's cool. I want what's that about?
Yeah, well, I was just saying, like I said, for like your personal, you look.
My personal shit. Oh yeah. So most likely, whatever's on now is most likely on. Now the stuff that I don't put on there is my personal stuff. It's not stuff that you want to share on the podcast.
Especially on the TikTok. I've been following a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm right now. I'm into all like the like UFOlogy stuff.
Yeah, I see that, and I've been sending you things too as well. I like that one
guy. His channel's good, Alive and Kicking. You ever see him? His videos. He's got a guy with glasses, longer hair. He's either always walking in the woods or on like the beach.
Right.
And he's just like, he's like, he'll be like, the UFOs or this and that. He'll be like, and isn't it funny, this and that? Just the way he talks, he's always like, it's just like, very happy.
That's freaking great.
But yeah, so like there's a lot of UFO stuff on there. That's I'm friends with the one girl. She's good. She's Woo Factor. She has a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, here he is.
Yeah,
this is Morg Official.
Yeah, Morg. Yeah. That's the guy.
And I have him right here. See,
he's up.
All that.
Yeah.
Just
very cool.
Just very good stuff that we have. When the ego dies, the soul awakens, and this, we have positive affirmation. Not anything that's, of course, I don't think that should be on there.
Right.
That is not in our genre. We're not going to be. I'm going to take it off.
Our genre is everything. We
which is pretty much, except for a couple different subjects that we
love, peace, and hair grease.
That's right. Live long and prosper, baby.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
So what else you watch, bro?
I'm trying to find the rabbis for you.
Like I said, I follow some of those. There's all kinds of channels that I always follow. So like, it's hard to think of everything. You know what I mean?
We follow.
I'm into that kind of stuff that I mentioned before.
We follow Herb Habits.
Yep. There's no more volume.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing, though. You like you said, I
like when people do deep dives into things, or like take it from a different perspective and just try to,
Agreed.
I'm always into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like I like the comedy stuff, though.
Yeah.
Like I love the,
and I do the same for our Facebook as well, by the way, just in case you didn't know.
Comedy stuff for a while.
We also follow 1 or 2 podcasts that we have on here. We follow this one young lady. She's interesting. She owns a hearse. She's goth. She does. She cuts her hair. She's on there, and she explains the hearse, and she goes to these things. And she gets a lot of people follow her. She has her own merchandise now. It's pretty interesting how some people, and that's one of the other things I wanted to bring it up.
The thing about social media is how that happens.
If they hit it good, and if it lasts for the while, it's a good thing, And I'm like, hey man, why not? If that's what it's there for, and it works for you.
Someone could just have a thing like her thing is. Literally, her account's called "The Girl with the Hearse."
Yes, it's great, man.
She has like a hearse.
Yeah, yes, that is the funniest shit.
Stuff like that, but
that is the funniest.
That's
it's what I got.
That's her thing. She's always talking about her hearse.
We have a lot of vegan stuff. We have veganing. We have on here.
Yeah.
We do everything, man.
Yeah.
Physical stuff of physical therapy things, chiropractic. We have one guy who is a spine doctor that we follow, and he tells you what not to drink, what not to eat. If you want your spine to be healthy, you have to eat these things. Right. Stay away from these oils. Stay away. Only drink this oil. And he explains everything to you, and it's really cool. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't do these exercises if you have this kind of back pain.
Right.
Walking, by the way, is the number one best thing for your back.
Yeah.
They say walking.
Yeah, I got.
So we follow this young.
I just can't wait till it starts warming up again, and I'm gonna start going to the gym and doing all that other kind of stuff.
Right,
because it's a must.
I'm looking at what we have. 80s, we follow the 80s. 80 vintages, we follow.
The 80s stuff is freaking hilarious.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah,
we follow Slugworth from Charlie
And the chocolate fountain.
Oh,
Factory.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
we
is funny.
we follow a lot of people, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got
It's
to
good
start putting
stuff.
the other ones on there. Like I said, the comedy people that I follow, because they're funny as hell,
Yeah, here
Some
he
of them are
is.
Spanish, so, it's just some of those funnies, but
High Performance Spine is the name. This gentleman, Andy Histick. I'm sorry, I can't see it. Anyway, he will tell you. Well, again, he's really good. So when I see it, I send it to people I know who have back problems.
right.
And I send it to them. Like a friend Ron, I send it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He suffers with his back. I try to send it to our other friend
Oh, yeah?
from our job.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry, thank you. I forgot his name. I guess I'm not such a good friend.
Yeah, just saying.
Anyway, that's bad.
Just saying.
But
Friend's name.
Yeah, that guy.
that guy. Yeah, we've
Great.
a bunch of stuff, man. Some horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future.
There you go. I think it's just,
No, I was saying there's a good '80s page too, like a lot of '80s stuff, like retro stuff. And
Yeah.
it has like he does
here
like
he is.
games like old '80s.
oh, yeah, I saw that dude. Yes, bro. I was like, what? Dude, it's just the nostalgia is insane, man. The other one is
love
funny.
all the
That one lady that she does all that. She does the 80s stuff. And this is how like Gen X this is what we're this. And we made through that and latchkey kids and all that other good shit. Right. Yeah, they're funny. Jumping the ramp with the bicycles. She posts all that kind of stuff on there. It's great. Which one we looking
No,
at?
the rabbi, I found him. Rabbi Shesabab Sushatub is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me for pronouncing it incorrectly. If I did, which is most likely what happened.
That's
I don't think his name.
He's very good.
yeah, no, definitely not.
He's really good. He talks about really good subjects, and it's a lot of family stuff and children, and how you should, do certain things when it comes with the kids. Don't be this way. Don't expect that, and then of course, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I sent a video to my son once, and I was like, oh, I don't even know why I sent this to you. Like, it was the thing about children and don't expect this. And, it was giving this whole bunch of, it was a good thing. And I was like, oh, my son. And he goes, that's okay. I follow him too. Good. I like him as well. I like his stuff. I'm like, all right,
That's
cool.
awesome.
So,
yeah.
because I didn't want to overstep my boundaries. You know what I mean?
That's freaking hilarious, bro. And what was the other one you were talking? You said you wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh, the young man. Let me get it. Hang on a second. He makes plastic into fuel.
Right.
And now I got to find it.
That's cool.
You just sat on your paper.
I'll find it.
Like, because
Yeah.
it's like.
But he's getting a lot of. He has some
so-
pushback
so-
because he called it gasoline and it's not, and I don't even know where I put this thing.
That would be good though, because you could scoop all the plastic out of the ocean and just
Right.
Here it
That
is.
was the whole thing. So he's basically like the process
sorry,
of
people.
melting
I
it.
apologize.
Just the way that he does it is just a reverse.
Julian Brown, Nature Jab.
Yep.
Julian Brown. He's on Instagram. He's also on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm
he's on
sure,
everything.
and he's on YouTube. All right, he's on everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is. And this guy, he keeps plugging away. He has this machine, and he has the plastic. People send him plastic. He explains his process. He goes through it.
because like oil is the same thing.
Right.
Well,
Oil
because-
is in everything. Oil is
Right.
in all
So
of
they're
that
trying
stuff.
to say that
You can
some people are
extract the
pushing
oil
back,
from
but
it or something.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
got to
exactly.
do a whole thing. And hey, my thing is he's doing something to help the environment. You're getting rid of it, so why not use it
There
for
you
what
go.
it helps? And if there
you
are
go.
things that shouldn't be in there or that we got to take out, I'm sure he was working on that.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
No, so he's
he's definitely
right, and it's everything. So he
Yeah.
extracts the stuff out of the oil out of the plastic, and then he recycles what's left over. So yeah, he's good with that. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of it, man. And then, of course, using it, might as well. If we got abundance of it, might as well use it up and burn
Right.
it. Get rid of it. That's one of the ways we can do it. Mm-hmm. So he has a good idea. So I guess he gets some pushback because some people say, it's not, they're trying to say that it's not a good thing. It's bad for the environment, things like that. But he's
the
pushing
process?
back. Yeah, or burning or using it. But
Right.
he used it. I remember seeing him helping. He partnered with a gentleman from the Army. I'm not sure if he was a sergeant or not, so I don't want to say. But he has this machine where he is able to pull the air and turn it into water.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
that and
That's
make it
cool.
into water. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
The
And he
hydrogen.
gets a lot.
It's like
So
the
he
hydrogen
used
thing.
his fuel
right.
to fuel his machine, and they collaborated together, which is great. I'm gonna look the gentleman up.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really cool that he did that, and that helps. And then of course he has other people who he was already on the news already in his area. So he has a live chat too. I tried to get on him one night, but I think it was already like a repeat or something.
Oh yeah.
But I did chat with him. I said, "Hey, how did you figure this out?" And he said the science was always there.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like it wasn't there. He just had to figure out how to get it done, kind of thing.
Yeah, because
And he did, and he's doing it. And he's forgetting. Somebody sent the machine because he was using this thing to cut up the plastic.
Right.
Did you watch that part?
Yep.
And then someone sent him a really good machine to like really cut the plastic up good, like into
it's
small pieces.
Yeah, shredded it
because
up.
it's got to be reverse engineered.
Right,
Something
exactly.
with the
Basic.
gas.
He had this
Yes,
other machine that was
yes.
kind
So
of
it needs
cutting
to
it,
have
and it
more
wasn't really
surface.
doing.
Right.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure if he still uses that machine or not,
that's
but
interesting.
yeah. So someone
cool.
he's been getting equipment from people. They've been sending it to him, which is
That's
great.
pretty cool.
I think so. I think that's great. You know,
Yeah.
you see these people again. Someone else who's just plugging away on there.
Yeah,
and
dude,
just
listen,
doing
it is insane with the things that we see different people
is.
doing on there, and the shit that they're making. This kid to turn around and do that, bro. That's insane. Like they have the music ones. They have the people that they play music. They'll do whatever song, and they're all on social media at the same time on like a live kind of thing, and it's freaking awesome, bro. And I love that kind of shit. I said, like we were talking before, the sciences. I love the science. Watching all that. I love the comedies are my favorite. I follow this one guy, he said in Spanish. His name is Juan James. Bro, he is hilarious with his parents. The stuff that he does with them and to them and shit. And he's actually, it's a cool background story on him. He, parents working super hard and whatnot, became an influencer and doing all these, funny skits and whatnot. Ended up buying his parents a house.
Nice.
Yeah, like bought him a big ass house too.
Well,
man.
he's
was
probably
great.
saying, "Hey, you guys got me here." So
Yeah, exactly what he said, man. He said it, and it was a tearjerker when he did it.
nice.
You know what I mean? Because he
That's
had
always nice,
recorded
man.
what it was, and he was like, "Oh yeah, how you like this house?" And the mom was like, "Oh, his house is nice and whatever." And like, yeah, that's your house. Mom just broke down. What? Dad started to cry. I'm watching the video. I love this guy.
I would have been like, "Something wrong with the siding."
Yeah, no, you probably would have too, bro.
There's
Just
paper.
messing with him.
There's still tape on the windows. What's going on?
Yeah,
over
you
here?
probably would have too, bro. That's funny. But
Just
it
to
was
bust my son's
just to
chops.
do it. Yeah, well, he didn't know until after.
I know, of
but
course,
It
of
was.
course.
It was. He's one of my favorites. He's a funny.
That's great if
And,
you can do that. That's a great thing to do that for them to do for your parents.
Yeah. Yep, and he's good people. He's it's not like he's just doing it just for the fame. Like he'll do funnies about being raised Spanish and whatnot. You know what I mean? Anybody Spanish knows you get hit with the flip flop, the chancleta. You turn around and you eating yada foods, or your mom is yelling at you, clean this shit up, all in Spanish or whatever. And he does all those kind of skits. He's
love it,
freaking
man.
hilarious.
I think that's a universal thing. Though,
Oh, yeah,
because
it
my
is.
uncle was
It is.
telling me when he was growing up, his mother would throw a shoe and it would find him
Yes.
around corners.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said she would throw that thing and somehow it found its way going
Yeah.
like a boomerang around corners.
My
and hit
mom
me.
did the same shit, bro. Yeah.
So I
freaking
think
hilarious.
it's a universal thing.
Yeah,
I think
it
that's
is.
a mom
It is.
thing, regardless
It is.
of your heritage. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, it's funny
good stuff.
And when you do the things that you do, like you're scaring the moms. Like there's another one. I
bet you there's a site on. I bet you there's a site with the chocolate. I've seen a couple
Oh
of
yeah,
funnies on there with that.
oh yeah, dude. There's a whole bunch of them. Like right now, I've been watching a whole bunch, and I fell into that algorithm of watching the people getting like doing the actions. Like it's not on purpose. So like riding the skateboard and tries to do a rail slide and slips, and then he's like he lands split leg on.
I've seen those. I hate
on the
those
stuff like
videos,
that.
man.
Yeah,
because these
man.
people film.
Yep.
like,
Yeah,
dude,
no,
don't
some
do
of them,
that.
But some of the stuff that happens, it is so funny because it's them. People
like
trying
when
to
they
make a video when they're dancing or whatever, and they'll slip when they're doing the video, and then all of a sudden you see like the table flip up. And
It's like that crazy video from back in the day where the lady was on. I don't know if you remember this. She was stomping wine. She was on this platform, and they both people were in the vat. The woman who was from the place and the reporter was with her. And she goes, oh, yeah. She goes, okay, erase. And she did it real fast, and she tripped. It fell out of it and fell on the floor.
Yes.
And she made these horrible noises, which unfortunately made me laugh so hard. Yeah.
Like
It
that
was,
kind of shit.
yeah, that kind of shit. People with their bikes when they slam into
what?
stuff
Yes.
and they get hit in the chest.
I love
You know
those.
what's one of my
What the
favorite one? They even imitated on Family Guy the grape stomping lady.
Yes.
That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one.
Stu was like,
That's the lady from the cup.
I love that
was on
shit.
that shit.
And listen to her. I'm sorry, but
it was
funny. It was funny.
It was
The
freaking
way you
hilarious.
sounded was funny, and I didn't mean it in a mean way, but you made me laugh.
Well, hey,
Dude,
You made me laugh.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like for people when they fall, bro.
Yeah.
So not in front of them, but like in my inside, inside, I do it. But for myself, I already fell outside my door in the bush.
Big fan of dark humor. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Me
gotta
too.
laugh at yourself, man.
Yeah.
I love dark humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is freaking. That's what I'm saying. Like, so
Actually,
I know.
there's a quote from Stalin. I shouldn't say.
Oh,
Please
dude,
don't do
yo, you're-
it. Don't do it, please. It's
Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's
That
fucked
shit.
up, man.
I saw that one.
That's messed
Yeah, I
up,
saw
dude.
that one. Dude, listen, my algorithm is comedy and automobiles, cars, bikes, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I watch all the, the crazy motorcycle rides, whatever. I was there, did that, done that. And then I said all the comedies, the funnies. Oh my goodness, the funny baby stuff. Holy cow! I love it. I love it. Sometimes I just go into the search bar and then just look to see what's in there and just.
But for me, like the thing with dark humor though is it's
That's what it is.
because it's like that suppressed laughter.
Right.
You're not supposed to laugh.
Yes.
So it's like so fucked up. You're like, you just can't help but laugh.
Well, have you guys seen the
But, like,
ones
you know what I mean?
where the people, there's two people walking and like one is holding the camera, recording the other person, and it's like this one was
you see
this
it on
guy. So this guy is
Facebook
walking.
or,
Instagram. So this guy is walking, and the lady turned around and says, "Oh, look, he's running for the next Happy Meal at McDonald's," and it's because he's a heavyset guy. And then they flick over to her, and she's in the wheelchair. Says, "Oh, look at her! She thought she could run, and she's pushing herself in the wheelchair." It's that kind of dark humor shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I laugh so hard because they've done it. It's just different people that are just taking up as like a challenge. Make fun of your friend.
Right.
And oh man, they got some funnies, bro. Yeah, I gotta start sending them to you guys. But now I know how much of the dark humor you like. So
Listen, man, I fell a few weeks back. I went out. I thought I had to go back to the car and get something. I turned around up on the steps, went out, forgot there was another step. I went face first into the bush, man.
No
It was all on
way.
it was all on my ring and everything.
Dude, you gotta
so
post it.
I told time, like, I just fell in the bush. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I said, it's on the ring. So she gets it. We watched it. I was hysterical laughing.
yeah,
I was hysterical laughing. I'm like,
you should have
I was
posted
like,
that shit.
I was,
You know what I did? I
said that to my son. He was like, Dad, you were there and then you were gone. He said, you didn't see nothing.
You should have
I
posted
got a funny story. I used to work, loss prevention for Target
Right.
years ago. And there was like a guy who was like coming out the door or something, like he was trying to steal something. So he doubled back in the store. But we tried to chase him out. He was running through the store. So we tried to chase him on the sidewalk. So I'm running on the sidewalk and I hit ice and I tumbled right in front of the
bro.
camera. And like I kept
See?
playing it back. We were laughing.
Yo,
That's you have to laugh at yourself, man,
Yo.
because it's funny. It is. You can't help it. You know what? If you don't laugh at yourself, then
Oh yeah, right, definitely.
you definitely are not a very happy person.
Well, now you know the algorithm that I'm on, bro. It's the funny.
So we have that on ours too. We
Yeah.
follow all that stuff as well.
That is the funniest.
Funny
shit,
humor, dark humor, anything that was. I also have the.
You have to laugh at, stuff is just so messed up, and it's all you can do sometimes. Like,
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
to.
you have to.
That's why I
It's-
appreciate
it's
us.
So it's a weird
Yes.
sense of humor to have, but like,
but you're
some
right.
things are just so
I
dark,
like
that's what-
knowing a
you
lot
are
of different
right.
things
It's like,
and getting.
what
And
the
that
fuck?
too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's
because-
why I appreciate us, because we stay away from the crazy super serious stuff. I feel like
We do
me-
some things, but
well, I'm just saying like like for us, it's things that to help people out when we do our PSA
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And then the funnies and the kind of cool topics that I think cool topics. Is to just have everybody just get away from that. All that other bullshit.
Exactly. Hey, aren't you following some a woman who is going to hopefully be a guest on our podcast?
Oh, right. Yeah, that too.
Hopefully, yeah, one of our friends, I'm friends with her, Tara. She's a gentle woo factor. So she talks about a lot of that stuff. Yeah, on her
Yeah, I can't wait to have her
That's
on.
awesome. That's going to be good.
What you
man.
say in February?
I think she said, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. So yes, the fans look forward to that one. That one seems like going to be pretty groovy. We'll post her name up
But
and
you know,
whatnot so you
nothing's
can
set
check
in
her out.
stone yet. So I just don't, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
well, either way, either way, still it was she's a groovy one to look at and watch.
Yeah, it'd be great to have her.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's good. So we follow her obviously. Do we follow her on Instagram?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We'll put her up on the thing too.
Do I need to follow her on Instagram?
TikTok is. Oh, that's right. She's
Oh, on
TikTok.
it. So we're on
And
TikTok.
she's on Patreon too, but it's a free Patreon account. So
All right, fine. That's fine. Good.
Yeah.
So we're good to go, man.
So you
It's
can,
awesome.
Or you can donate if you want. But
Got it.
she doesn't like you don't have to pay to like follow her content
Right.
on there. You can still watch it. So
Yeah.
some people are using that for so
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun having her on. Said and all the other UFO stuff that we have, that we've spoken on. That's the bomb.
We follow a lot of that stuff as well.
Yeah, the universe.
Anything I
following
see
the-
that's on
after
my
the-
page for the UFOs, which I
Yeah.
have on mine as well, I will forward it right to ours. And usually I think it gets shared automatically if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but,
it does. Right.
But if it doesn't, I still share it anyway because I'm like I want to see it on there, and I make a comment.
Yeah. Yep. As I said, watching all that stuff. I mean, we followed the oh my goodness, I was gonna say Hubble telescope, not the Hubble. What's the other telescope?
Webb.
The Webb telescope.
telescope. Yes,
even
we have that
stuff.
on there as well.
Yeah.
Most of
Following
all that
that,
stuff,
seeing that stuff.
actually. Anything.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
You know
what I'm saying? Like I said, all that stuff.
yeah.
Science
This
and
is- yeah, this is
space
science stuff.
exploration. And
Yeah.
will we be able to ever beat the speed of light? And if we do, it's again, it's impossible. All that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's good stuff,
Yep.
man.
Do we follow Bill Nye?
What?
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye.
I believe
the science guy.
at one point we did have money, but I haven't seen anything from him.
Because I
but
know
I'll
we do
check.
Degrassi.
Well, the thing is sometimes it gets buried in the algorithm.
It does.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it just goes
That's
into
the thing I hate sometimes like about social media is like
Yeah.
stuff you could be following stuff but like if you don't like you see a couple of videos of them and maybe you scroll past it because maybe you're trying to find something else because sometimes you're just scrolling past stuff because maybe you're like, oh, I want to see a post on
Right.
and because you've passed it, it's like, oh, I guess you didn't like this, so I'll bury it in the algorithm.
Well, it's
and
funny.
then, you know what I mean?
But I saw the other day, yesterday, day before, where it asks if you like what's coming up so far. And then you hit and then you could basically put in the algorithm you want to be in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I usually whatever I don't like or see on our page, including myself, man. If it's something that doesn't make me feel I don't like it makes me uneasy or whatever it is, you're out.
Yeah.
You're done. I don't want to see that shit on my
Sometimes,
page.
Right.
But what I'm saying with the algorithm is right. So like sometimes you're like in the mood for something specific, so you're just scrolling to find something,
Right.
and because you pass something up that maybe on another day you'd be interested in,
Right.
now it's like it takes.
So they
you
actually
as-
know that you're passing things up when you're looking at your phone.
Yeah, that's the idea,
you
bro.
gotta
Yes.
watch. Go
Yes.
first. Go to Netflix and watch.
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen it yet.
What's that documentary called? I can't think of. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, it's an algorithm. It's what it tells you.
The problem, the social network problem, or something like that.
Right.
It's called.
Okay.
Dude, you have to see that. You
They
will
actually
bug out.
know by the millisecond how long you're looking at a post when you're scrolling through
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's how smart the algorithm is.
Amazing. Unbelievable.
And it's like, yeah. So, and then that's how the algorithm, just by looking at it, whether you like
Right.
it, you liking it and commenting it obviously picks it back up more, but just by the amount of time that you've spent looking at that video
Right.
until you scroll past it.
The social dilemma.
millisecond.
The social dilemma.
All right, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, the social
I'll
dilemma.
watch it.
So anybody here,
I'm home
watch
this
it 'cause
weekend.
it'll bug you
I'll
out.
watch it.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
They're saying how like it's like social media, the way it's designed is very unethical because it's designed to keep you on as long as possible.
Right. And I already know that.
Yeah.
I hope you guys
And it's
realize that
mostly
because
like
Yeah.
there are times when
social
I have it and I'm like,
problems,
you know what?
yeah,
I
me
really
too.
don't need to have this
Yeah.
right now. And I
Yeah,
put it
no.
down and I walk away from it and I'll forget my phone's not on.
Yeah. That's why I sometimes, that's why I don't post as much because I make it a forced habit.
But for us,
right. And that's why I gotta, like I said, that's why I gotta find
you don't
that
have to be on there
balance.
for long. It's
Yeah.
just,
But I
now,
find a lot of funny shit.
But because of that, like they're like, oh well, we'll let you guys put a voluntary time limit on. They have that,
Right.
but like, who's gonna do that? Mm-hmm. Just gonna use that. It's like I'm gonna give myself 2 hours of Instagram a day,
Yeah.
and set myself a time limit like a parent.
Yeah,
setting-
no.
you know, like
Yeah.
no one's gonna They did stuff like that, but like it's literally designed to keep you on as long as possible.
Yeah,
right.
Because they do that now. They're doing advertisements. You know what I'm saying? Now they're doing
how long you've looked at an advertisement too.
Yeah, how many times you've looked at it?
Yeah,
because and it's also set up with your like
because
you
it
have
knows
Amazon.
it knows by the scroll rate too. Like if it knows that you but if it knows that you went and stopped and kept going, it knows that how long you did that for.
Yeah,
and they base that off there.
Yeah,
like it caught his attention, but not enough to click.
Right,
but it caught his attention for a second.
Like I went in on one that I had clicked for because I wanted to buy the wife something for her birthday, and I was like, "Yo, this is freaking great!" And I stopped. I read the reviews. And I went on it, dude. That was it. When I went back the next day and I started just going through my IG, I was like, "Holy shit, bro!" It just kept giving me that same thing from that same product from different companies.
Yeah, that's not what you want. It's so stupid because they figure, oh, he's looked at this thing for that long. Yeah, we got to keep, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't work that way.
That's the algorithm.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
just like I want to see other things, but things that are interesting, that are educational, things that make me laugh, cry, whatever it is, geek out. You know what I'm saying?
It's the funny thing about Instagram though too, is if you want to figure out like the algorithm, it's a funny thing. To know what people are into, just go to their search button page and it shows that whole like
the pictures and
screens with everything.
Oh, right.
And that shows everything that you're into right now.
Right. Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But it's the same on anything though, because even when we go on Amazon is bringing up shit that you looked up from before. You
can go far. You can find what you've ordered from.
From years ago. I know I got to go back and find some other shit that I had ordered.
Listen, I found someone else. This young lady, McKinnon Galloway. She had she's deaf. She had 4 brain surgeries. She's had chemo for 15 plus years. But she's another woman, another person who she does all these videos. She's hysterical. She's got a great laugh, and she talks about what's going on in her life, and then she teaches you sign language at the same time, which is really awesome. And she laughs at herself. She says something, and then she laughs at it. And it's funny as hell. She gets a kick out of herself, which is great.
That's funny.
It's good. It's good. So it's someone else who who has something that's going on. It's not always that case, but it's nice to see that when someone, because it kind of gives you kind of like well, come on, these people can do what they're doing. Right? You have no excuse really when you think about it.
I'm with you.
Not that you may not have anything going on in your life,
but you can overcome.
But that means you can. You just need to find it wherever it is to get there.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm with you.
But very funny. Either tells a joke, or she actually, I think she even taught you. I'm not sure, but swear words, I think, maybe.
Oh, I'm sure, bro.
It was funny.
And the swear words aren't what you think. It's not like the rub of the chin and, throwing up the bird. It's not all, that's not all the sign language.
She has
bad
NF2
words.
deaf powerless. She's also a public speaker.
Look at that.
That's great. She's funny. Awesome. She's got 297K followers.
Nice. That's
cool. Nice.
We got to get her on for...
The young lady that we spoke about before, she has 10 million.
Wow.
Holy
wait. Blade?
Yeah. Dupree. She had it. Yeah.
10 million.
That's wild. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
man.
She's
rocking it, man.
Yeah.
And how can she not? Because I'm sure everybody else who sees her like I do, because everybody I spoke to when I watched her, now that, I don't mean to go back to her, is that they feel the same way I feel. Like that she's freaking hysterical. Yeah. You wind up mimicking her because you're like, that's funny. And she also gets kind of like a kick out of herself too. She realizes, but she can't help it, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Like, all righty then.
Yeah.
But it's good to see. These are the kind of things that we're following on there. Positive stuff, geeky stuff, funny stuff, stuff from back in the day, anything, music.
That's the shit, man.
The science, everything. I think because whatever I like, I put on there. The new vampire movie that just came out.
Oh, no.
What was that?
Nosferatu.
Oh, no.
Yeah, saw it. Tanya and I saw it. Very good movie. Very good.
They made him look like the older style.
Oh my God, he was scared. It was not. Yeah, it was creepy, bro. It was a good movie.
Like a good movie either
so
way.
we follow some of the stuff on there too for them. They're on our Instagram as well. So that kind of stuff because we got a large variety.
Yeah.
We want We like a lot of shit.
We're a variety.
Yeah.
Then that's why we want people to let us know what we want to talk about, what we want to hear about, and all that good stuff.
That being said, my friend,
appreciate everybody being here. Happy New Year to all our followers,
Happy New Year,
listeners,
peeps.
and all that stuff. Appreciate you guys being here, and let's get ready for another new year of freaking awesomeness from the Cottman, Crawford, and Jersey Guy podcast. Holla! Thank you, people, for listening. Love, peace, and hair grease.
live long and prosper.
Holla!
You got too hot.